do agree with them maybe retiring their parents, because if I had that type of income, I would not want my mother to be getting up to go to work at the post office or something of that sort. But all the other family members, I agree with setting them up in a business or some type of venture that's going to benefit them in the long run by helping them to generate their own income.
What about you, Dr. Felice? Do you think that it is the responsibility of the high earner, now that you have made it? We placed all our high hopes on this one individual, and you've made it. You have a responsibility to the family. Do you think that's the case?
No, I don't. But I do think I personally would feel a responsibility, and I don't even want to say it's a responsibility. I would want to be a blessing to my mother. So that she's in a good space and that her latter years were better than her former years. Like I want that blessing for her, but I don't believe it's a responsibility for my other family members. And it shouldn't be necessarily based on a higher elevated socioeconomic status. Like we should all be contributing to our family in ways. And it doesn't necessarily mean that just because now I'm in a different tax bracket, that responsibility is there. If I want to help the people in my family, whether I have $1 to 1 billion, then that is something that I'm going to do based upon what I feel I want to do, but not necessarily out of responsibility, but because that's what I want to do.
I guess when I hear this, I think about just our community and where we are as a people, and the fact that a lot of times the one person that makes it is that person in our family that we lay all these responsibilities on. We've laid our hopes and our dreams in them, and they fulfilled the dreams of the family, and in some instances even the community. And so in some regards, I think I can relate to people having that expectation, although I cannot say that I necessarily agree that person, that one individual is responsible for carrying the weight of the world. But I do understand how we, especially people that have never been that close to money before, may have that mindset that your money is our money. And with that being said, let's go to our first video of the day and just kind of see what's going on with the video, what other people are thinking about this.
I'm not a big person of regrets, but I do one thing. Just early on in my career, it got to a point to where I enabled the people around me to spend like $400,000 a month. Like it was on a month, bro, like on clothes, trying to do stuff on eBay, trying to flip stuff. Because when you see 8 figures, like you're like, oh man, this ain't going nowhere. But when you read your monthly statement, and you see a number that you're not even, like, if you're not touching it, I mean, you see, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And you see that number, you're like, oh, nah, this ain't gonna go.
Okay, Dr. Charm, when you heard that video just now, I mean, what were your thoughts? And in particular, there was one thing that he said that struck me when he said, when you're not touching it. So that means he wasn't spending it. What was your initial thoughts?
I mean, I think it's actually insane